Come on in, everybody. We're so excited to see you here. Welcome, welcome. We will get started in just a few minutes. Go ahead and look at your screen. If you are a person who likes the chat, some of you do, some of you don't, go ahead and find your chat. Find that chat button. I am Dondi. I am Donna Eden's daughter, and we're going to be starting in just a few minutes. All right, come on in. Tell us in the chat where you are. I'm here in San Diego, California. It's high noon. It's very hot right now. We are in a heat wave. In fact, it is called the Santa Ana heat wave. And the wind, the hot wind comes over the mountains and down onto the coast. And it's very oppressive. I'd love to be having rain and cold, and some of you have snow. I know someone in the Midwest wrote this morning and they said it's snowing around Minnesota, I think. So tell us where you're from. What countries do we have? Oh, I see you all coming in. I see the activity. So happy to have you here. You know, some of you are new to us. Some of you are brand new, and we welcome you. We welcome you into this amazing, wonderful world of healing, of your healing. And some of you have been with us for 20 and 30 years. Tell us in the chat, have you been with us a long time, or are you brand new? You are welcome here. Come on, old timers, tell us. We remember you. Did we go back to Ashland, Oregon, or San Diego, or the UK, and the old Mind, Body, Spirit festivals? Where are you from? Where did you find us? All right, I see you all coming into the chat. It's going well. Carrie is my behind the scenes tech angel. So Carrie, I think I'm going to give it just another 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Let everybody come on in, and then we will get started. How are you doing back there, Mom? Mom is almost ready. Oh, look, Carrie, my face is really, really bright. Was that weird? I want to fix that. Okay. There, I'm going to stand about here. Mom, when you do yours, I think the lip of this rug is good. And it's not too bright. I may turn a light off if you get too bright. We are just here in my home, folks. In fact, welcome to my living room. That's what this is today. That's how casual we are. I have bare feet. We have cats walking around. So let me tell you a little bit about that. This is not a formal class. We have no handouts for you. We aren't selling anything. This is me welcoming you in to say, let's have a visit in my home. I welcome you into my home with my mom. You might even see another person or two from my family come on by. And we are so happy you're here. I'm going to go ahead and get started and let you know how the next, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, hour will go. We don't know. Mom is here because she said, I really want to share with people about long haul COVID, a little bit about what I'm seeing, what I know they're feeling, and I want to give people techniques. So that's why we're here with you, just to share with you. And after this, if you're really interested in learning more, we have a YouTube channel. We have over 500 free videos for you. And that is a great place to go. You can just go to YouTube and type in Donna Eden, Eden Energy Medicine, Eden Method. Any of those will take you to our channel. And you have over 500 free videos. We also have a website, of course, at edenmethod.com. So stay with us after this session. Today, it's just us being friends. Mom is going to come on, and I did want to tell you, let's see, I had one more thing. Yes. The chat is unmoderated. So it's just all of you, your community, our blessed community that we are so grateful for. It's all of you. You can help each other out there. If somebody didn't hear something that Donna said, help that person out. Say, oh, she said this. If someone says, I didn't quite hear that. If someone says, what does that mean? Because you know what? My mom will say things that if you're brand new, you won't know what they mean. That's okay. You're brand new. Other people in the chat can help you out. The people who have been with us for 10 and 20 years and are certified practitioners, they can go into the chat and help you out. So the chat is unmoderated. No one is there. We don't know if we will have Q&A today. There is a Q&A button on your screen. Look for it, but I have to tell you, we might not be answering questions. And that's because we were flooded with questions before we even started. So Mom will be answering the most common questions. All right, let's see. I think that's it, Mom. Are you ready? I'm going to introduce my mom. I have to mic her up really fast. And Carrie, my face keeps going really bright. Is it weird? Is it okay? I may turn one of the lights off. All right. Yes, I'll bring Mom up. Come on up, Mom. This is my mom, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And guess what? Nearly 5,000 of you registered for this. So you're all friends today. Mom, I'm going to mic you up, and then I may turn out one of the lights.
Do I just start talking now, Dondi?
Hang on. Let me do this. Let's make sure Carrie can hear you. And you have this long cord, Mom. Now say a hello to Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
You got it? All right, Mom, it's all you.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. I am so happy you joined us. And I really do want to help you. I want to, I'm going to love sharing some of these energy healing techniques that will really make a difference in this long haul. Okay. I want to say, I know that there's going to be so many different symptoms because everybody's body got shocked, and whatever was going on in your energies, it got, a real hurricane went through your body, and all the energies went in different directions. So your symptoms may be very different. So, but what I do know is this, and I'm going to say it partly from where I come from, because about 3 years ago, I got sepsis, which put me into long haul. And so I'm going to tell you the things that worked and that really helped and got me back to me. So let's see. Okay. Dondi?
Yes.
I'm trying to decide whether I should energy test so that you can see what is going on.
And I want to just tell the folks out there, it is really weird to speak to a green dot on the computer. So Mom can't see any of you, unfortunately. Yeah. She wanted to see all of you. She wants to see all of your faces because, well, one, she sees the energy, she reads the energy, but she really thrives off of seeing your happy faces. Unfortunately, the way this platform is set up with 5,000 people, we couldn't do it. So just wanted to give you an idea of what that's like. If you've been on camera before, it's a weird world.
Thank you, Dondi. I won't do a lot of energy testing, but for those of you who are brand new, I want you to know we are energy. We're energy. I mean, your body isn't solid. We are these lattice works of force fields. So, energy circulates throughout your body. It's in your blood, in your lymph, in your electricity, in your cells, in your organs. It's everywhere inside of you and in every anatomical system. And without energy, you're dead. Okay, but I will show you the first one. I might show you other energy tests, but I will show you the first one because it's really important. So let's see, can we get 3 of us in here, Dondi?
We can.
I want David to be right here behind me.
Okay, David's head might get cut off.
And we don't care. Tall. We don't care. If his head. All I want him to do, first I'm just going to energy test Dondi.
Just introduce David is Donna's husband, Dr. David Feinstein.
Yay! Okay. Now, an energy test is very simple. There are places in muscles and in hookups in the body where the energy can get stuck and isn't flowing. I want to know if the energy is flowing. So I'm going to ask Dondi to push up as I push down. She's very strong. Now we're going to see, David, you're going to put an X up above so Dondi can look at it. Uh-oh, David, bring your hands down so they can see. That's he's doing an X, just like that. Okay, and the reason why this is a good test is because energy crosses right here above your nose in an X. So right in between your eyes, if you see an X, it will either make you strong or make you weak. So we'll see. Okay, look at the X, Dondi. Oh, she needs this. Okay, because that shouldn't throw her. Do 2 lines, David. Now he's doing this. Just 2 lines that are not crossing. And she's strong. Now, as good as you think she was in the introduction, she'll only get better now because we're going to fix her. Okay, I just want you to stay up and do precisely what I do,
Okay.
Dondi. Here's what I want everyone to do. Take your right hand and put it up on your left shoulder and push in on your shoulder. Do you have any tenderness there? And now grab that energy and pull it over your shoulder to your opposite hip. And now on the other side, just pull it over and make sure you're breathing. Energy is meant to cross over. And if it isn't crossing over, you don't have all your vitality, aliveness, or even your ability to heal. And I forget to look at the little green dot.
It's okay, Mom.
I'm just looking at myself.
Just look at yourself.
Okay. Now, notice, did one shoulder hurt and the other not?
Yes.
Yeah. So that means you've got an imbalance going. All right. That's the beginning. Now we're going to do something. I'm going to back up to this couch with Dondi. And we're going to make sure we're still, inside. Okay. Now what we're going to do is I'll stand up, but you stay seated. I'm going to put my hands back here on the waist. There is a point back there called the Mingmen point. It's on the other side of your belly button. And it's a powerhouse of an energy. And you can really catch the energy because sometimes that energy might be crossing over above your waist, but not below your waist. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands, Dondi, take your hands behind your waist, cross them over your hip bones, and then go down. And when you get to your thighs, cross them over to your knees. Okay? You're at your knees, and now you're just going to rock back and forth. You know, let your toes lift you up, and you're rocking your knees. And then you're going to bring your hands back to just straight down and put one thumb behind your knees and your fingers right. I'm going to move my thing so if anybody can see. It's like there's the kneecap, and it's right where your finger will reach is a point called stomach 36. And if you hold these together, behind your knee there are neurovasculars which help your circulation, and your fingers here in front, it actually stands for, that point stands for 3 more miles. It's longevity. So if you're getting a lot of fatigue, this is a really good one. So just rock back and forth here for just a moment, and then smooth your hands all the way down and off your toes, all the way down and off your toes. Now you're going to put your fingers on the inside of your feet and go straight up the inside of the legs, up the side of the rib cage, and down to the bottom of the rib cage. Okay? Did everybody see that?
So, Mom,
I'll stand up and do it.
Yeah, do the whole thing again and tell them when would they do this. You mentioned fatigue. Is that the main thing it's for?
If your energy is off, it's just off, and you know you don't have enough vitality, enough aliveness, you're not healing in the way you should, you can't get your energy back, do this. If you're trying to think and you're not thinking well, do this. If you're just living your life normally and you notice that you can't stay on focus, You just can't stay on focus. That's called being homolateral. And you can't be homolateral and get over this. You got to get that one gone. And that's why you're crossing energies over. And below, you cross below your waist down to your toes. Okay? Okay.
Why don't you do the whole technique one more time?
Okay, all right. All right. I'm going to put one hand over on my shoulder. I'm going to push in hard. I'm going to pull over to the opposite hip and then to the other one, pull over to the opposite hip and just do it 3 or 4 times and make sure you're breathing. If you have somebody in your family who loves you, they can do it to the back of you, okay? Because that's really good. But then I want to make sure that it's going all the way down. So I'm going to put my hands behind my waist, go up over the hip bones. Okay, over the hip bones. And then I'm going to cross my hands at my thighs and take them on down to the knees. And at the knees, they're crossed. And I'm just going to lift my toes. So you want to sit down for this one so you can lift your toes and rock back and forth. And then I'm going to bring them back straight down, thumb behind the knees and fingers below the kneecap. And that the finger is on stomach meridian. If anybody wants to look it up, look and see where that meridian goes and you'll see stomach 36. Stomach 36 again stands for 3 more miles. So you've got, it's really a good runner's point, but the thumb behind the knee is for circulation if you've got bad circulation in your legs. And then just smooth your hands all the way down and off your toes. Then I want to tell you something before I go on. One of the things that happens when, I mean, you guys all shock hit you. You know, you had just like a really like a hurricane of the energy systems in your body. And one of the things that happens is that affects your body temperature too. So have you ever heard the terms like, let me see, keep a cool head and make a fire in your belly, right? Those terms are old terms, and it's because it speaks of your energy. When your energy gets off, the energy that, there's too much heat that goes up. It might give you a headache, might give you a stiff neck. It might give you sore shoulders. If you've got too much, if you are likewise, the coolness that's down in your feet should be going up and cooling off your head. Okay. And the heat that's here should be going down into your belly and into your toes. So if you got neuropathy during this or cold feet and cold toes, it's because your polarities have gotten off. The energies aren't flowing as they are meant. Okay.
What do you want to test on?
Oh, I want to chest Dottie again. We forgot. Somebody's got to keep me on mark here. Okay. Okay. David's going to put an X above her head. Now she's just looking at an X, and that's just this. Okay. Look at the X, Dondi. All right. Now she'll do a great job for the rest of the.
And tell them why you want to be strong when you look at an X.
Okay. Okay. I'll say 2 things. Right here above Dondi's nose, right in between the eyes, energy crosses over there. And so when you look at it, if you've got a strong crossover energy, you will be strong when you look at it. Otherwise you won't, you will lose your energy. But energy crosses over. That's the way energy does. If it's strong, if it's healthy, if your vitality is there, if you are overcoming illness and you're just coming back, energy crosses over.
And the reason that this is the first thing she's teaching in the long haul is that when your energies aren't crossing over, nothing else works. So yeah, you really want to start with having the energy crossing over, and just this is enough to get it started. The rest of it's kind of complicated, but you do this several times a day, that's going to be a good start.
Yes.
And then the part on the bottom half of the body is also important, but
it's very important.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's yes, if you just do this, if you're walking around, you can do this. But if you know you've got circulation problems, or you've got neuropathy in your toes or your feet are too cold, sit down and do that. Get the energy moving down. And what happens, it's not that just the energy moves down, then that cool comes up and cools your head and your neck, and you just, and it's just so much better. It's the way it's got to be in order to get really healthy. Okay. All right. So next, okay, next, come up here to your collarbone, okay, and find the little corner there, and come to, this is a point called K27 on each side. It's the 27th point on kidney meridian, and it's a juncture point for all the energies, so that after COVID, for instance, you really needed to detox some of this, some of the toxins in your body. So this will help. So if you go to one side, my right hand is going over to my left side, and I'm just going to really massage K27 hard. And then I'm going to travel out underneath the clavicle, all the way out, massaging it. Okay. All right. When I get to the end, when I can't go anymore, I'm right at that line where you would sew the arm to the body. Those points are called central points. Go all the way down the sides here. It's like a half moon here. And you really want to massage that, because that's the leader in the yin energies in the body, which support all the others. So that if your yin is getting really tired, you just don't have enough to heal everything. So go down on the other side, come to K27, really massage it well. Notice, does it hurt? Or if it hurts, you just really need it. Go all the way out underneath the clavicle and come to this place where the arm attaches, and massage down it. Okay, you got that? All right. Now, let's see. Okay, go now in between the ribs here. I'm taking my necklace off, so this doesn't bother me. All right, go in between the ribs, come up to K27 again, and then just go to the next rib. In between the ribs, does it hurt? These points are called neurolymphatic reflex points, and it helps to clear the toxins and debris out of your lymph system. So it's, now see, if you get to a place that hurts, really remember it and come back to it, because right there, I've got some tenderness. It means, wow, pay attention and really massage it. Now up in these higher points, they are lung points. So if you've got lung breathing problems, that's really good. And right here where I'm hurting, that's gallbladder. So you want to be moving all the bile out of your body and stuff. So that's very, very important. So just notice where it hurts and remember to come back again to it later. Now I'm going to go up and down the sternum here. You're going to massage the sternum up and down. The sternum is really, really important for for longevity. I used to, many years ago, I would teach swimmers and runners. And these are the points that they would use before they ever ran or before they ever swam, because they could hold their breath longer. I guess that was the swimmers. Yeah, the swimmers. And notice if it hurts. But it's really, really good for your lungs. It's really, really good for your lungs. All right. Now I want you to, let's see, where do I want to go from here? Let's see if you can do this. Put one hand right here above your belly, in between your ribs and your belly button, and your other hand on top. Bring your elbows in and take a deep breath in if you can. And then push your hands out, hold your breath and push your hands out. If you can't do it, go ahead and breathe. But if you can, do it this way. And then let go. This is your diaphragm, and you want to strengthen your diaphragm. Hold your breath and push out. And let go. And again. And let go. And if that was hard, or if that made you a little dizzy, just sit down, just sit down. One of the things that happened to a lot of people is that something happened to their blood pressure. Maybe their blood pressure didn't go sky high, but instead it raises when they get up from a sitting position, and then they get a little lightheaded. So, and it does happen with this. All right, now I want you to, okay, we're going to affect your liver. Okay, we're going to really impact your liver. Okay, we're going to help your liver really clear out toxins. And I know you might thinking of just one particular symptom you have, and it looks like I'm going all over the map, but I'm not. It's just, I'm trying to get all the energy straightened out so that your body, you will be tapping into your own inner healer and things will begin to heal. So these are all really good. Okay. So what was I saying? What did I say, David? Okay. Well, I don't know where I was going. So
We're talking about liver.
Okay, this is a really good exercise. You're going to take a deep breath in and lift your arms out in front of you, okay? And bend your hands. Okay, just really bend your hands so that you can feel it pull across the top. And then as you let your breath out, bring your hands up, but keep your arms still straight. And then down again. And then up again. You're stretching your ligaments and tendons, and they're on liver meridian. And so you're also detoxing your liver right now. It sounds strange, but this is exactly the way it goes. And now bring your hands up to the side of your body. And we're going to smooth the energy down the front of your body and off the toes, and then up the inside of the legs and down. Now, I'm going to bring my hands right here to the heart chakra. And well, I'll say that you can bring your hands to your heart chakra at any time. Anytime. Yeah, this comes after a lot of exercises, but just bring your hands to the heart chakra and do a little, body whispering to yourself, really send some loving into your body and know that it's doing the best job it knows how right now. And just take it. And also what that does, very physically, that affects your vagus nerve. Your vagus nerve is probably the #1 nerve in the parasympathetic nervous system. And it's about relaxing and letting go and feeling safe. So when you put your hands on your heart, you have a tendency to come home to yourself and your vagus nerve relaxes. If your vagus nerve relaxes, it feels that you are safe, and then it doesn't have to keep holding on to all of these things that your body is holding on to that you know you don't need or don't want. But your body, we evolved for holding on to stuff. That's how we evolved. So you didn't have to think twice when fight, flight, or freeze comes up. Your body would do it without you thinking about it. So now your body is holding on to things it doesn't need to hold on to at all. Does that make sense? Okay, I have to get some water. Hold on.
Get some water. And then I would love for you to just share with them, how will they know when they need to help their liver? Is there a feeling they'll feel to do that exercise? And then do the exercise again, just so they can do it with you.
Okay. First of all, if you've had COVID, you need this exercise. There isn't anything I'm showing you that you don't need. If you've got any kind of long haul stuff, you need this. This is about getting your energies flowing as they are meant to. And if they all start flowing right, it's kind of like, yeah, after a hurricane, after something huge and gastronomic in our culture or in our geography happens, it takes time to build it back up, and all the buildings want to stay collapsed. So your body wants to stay collapsed a little bit. But if you start making the energy go in another direction, not a part of shock and not a part of earthquake, and you get the energy going, then you will start healing yourself in a major, major way, and all the little symptoms will start going away. Okay. Let's see, now where do I want to go? Oh, yeah. Oh, Dondi said, do it again. All right. Bring your arms up straight. So they're really straight. And you're actually pulling across your shoulders. Okay. And so you let your breath out. And now on an in breath, lift your hands up and keep your arms straight. Let your breath out and go down again. And up. And now bring your hands to the side of your body. While you're at the side of your body, I'm going to take this off, Dondi, because I don't think everybody can see everything I'm doing. Okay. All right. So bring your hands to the side of your body, and your hands are right on the side of spleen meridian. And spleen meridian helps you metabolize and take in new information, make shifts in your body that you need to, all of these things. And also spleen meridian helps your body feel safe. It really works with the vagus nerve. Okay, so take a deep breath in. And now we're going to switch over and go right in front of our body. And we're going to just go straight down your body. This is we're trying to turn energies around so they're going in the right direction. And now you're going to go up the inside of the leg. And you're coming up liver and spleen. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to do this. You place your fingers over your eyes. First, let me tell you what you're going to do and why you're going to do it. There is a meridian called triple warmer, and it governs fight, flight, or freeze. And if you, and that's both physically and emotionally. And so on everybody, if you haven't gone beyond that COVID reaction, your triple warmer is still running you. Okay. And you want it to start feeling safe, really safe. Okay. So that everything will back off. So you're going to lay your fingers across your eyes. And when you do this first part, it's part of another energy called the regulator flow. So it'll help regulate things correctly. Now take a deep breath in. As you let your breath out, take your fingers to your temples. Now take a deep breath in and go up around your ears and down around your ears, and then straight down your neck and to your heart chakra. That's a really important one to do. You could do that many times a day, and it will only help you. And when you do that, when you come around your ears, you're going around triple warmer meridian backwards, but then you're going down not just triple warmer, but your vagus nerve. So there's a relaxing, and you're coming back home to yourself. The vagus nerve, spleen meridian, they both say, oh, we're safe, we're safe, we're safe. And triple warmer backs off. I hope that makes sense, but let's do it again. Okay. I want everybody to get this. This is so that we all come out of this. And also it speaks to your vulnerability for having gotten COVID in the first place. Means that triple warmer was already on. It was on the alert too much. So we want to really get this one calmed down. So place your fingers over your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you let your breath, drag your fingers to your temples. Now take a deep in breath and go up and around your ears and down your neck. I'd put your whole flattened hand so that you get both triple warmer and your vagus nerve, and come back down to the heart chakra. The thing is, the vagus nerve also has all these little tentacles into your heart. So you're helping your heart. Some people had heart problems after COVID. So this is so good for your heart. Okay. All right, let's see. Where do I want to go? Okay, here's what we're going to do next. And all of this is in the service of making sure your energies are going in the right direction, but also making space. Some of you really like to stretch. I want to tell you, stretching is a great thing to make space in your body. So if you're doing yoga or anything like that, it makes space so that energy can travel easily. So we're going to make some space in our heads. So put your fingers right here on your forehead, push in hard and pull out to your temples. And then go up the neck, one more right above that, push in and pull apart. And notice if that, wow, that felt good. And then right at the hairline, you push in, and that place on your hairline is neurovasculars to your liver. So you're helping your liver too. But now we're going to go over the top of the head, push in hard and pull out about an inch to each side. And these are so important because making space in your head so that energy can travel, so that hormones that start in your head can get released and do their right thing. Everybody's got to find out what they're supposed to be doing again. And I say everybody, I mean all the little beings inside of you. I mean, see, all the, you know, the cells and the neurons and the energy, all the energy inside of you has got to be redirected. And then when you do this, and it's just so good. Now I'm going to sit down for this because this is, make sure you can see me, Carrie. And I hope that I'm not overwhelming people. Is there?
Why don't you tell them that? I'm going to lean in because Mom has the microphone. That was called the crown pull. Tell them, for the new people, when they would do the crown pull, how do they know,
Okay,
well, I should do this now?
If your head feels stuffy, if you can't think, even if you have a headache, or if your head feels hot, boy, you really need it then. Again, remember, heat isn't supposed to go up. Heat is supposed to go down in our bodies. And when the heat goes down, it warms your toes, it warms your belly so that your digestive tract works much better, okay? If your tummy is cold, your digestion might not be working well, okay? And so you want it to be reversed of what sometimes happens. You want the heat to go down to your feet, your belly, your feet, and your toes, and your legs so that circulation works better. And you want the cool from your feet and the earth to come up to your head and cool you off and make you feel just fine, okay? So that's when you do the crown pull. Now this is also good for it. It's a good follow-up to that, but you can do them separately or together. But what I want you to do is just bow your head forward as far as it'll go and put your hands behind your neck and push in on your neck and pull it to the sides. You're going to have some real pressure there, and just go down your back of your neck and push in and pull to the sides. And notice, was there any tenderness there? Did that feel good? I mean, your body's just talking to you when it gives you that kind of information, okay? And now take a deep breath in. You must go down one more time. Now see, I need that. I can feel I need that. So your body will start giving you that information over and over. So now on a deep in-breath, lift your head up and just let your head drop to the side. One side. Okay, I'm going to the right side. Let your head drop to the side and notice how, is that sore? Now take a deep breath in, and as you let out, let your head drop further. Take another deep breath in and let your head go further. And then bring your head up and go the other way. And let your head go down the other way. So you should be making a stretch in your neck. And again, let your head go over further. One more time. Okay. All right. Now, where do I want to go? I'm going to look at my notes because I know I wrote notes of the exercises I didn't want to forget. Let's see. Well, let's see. Okay. Okay, Dante, do you have a spoon?
Yes.
And I'm inside a house right now, but if you're outside and it isn't snowing, it's a great thing to put your feet down into the dirt, so that, because your energies are meant to connect with planet Earth. It's meant to connect with planet Earth. That's why when you go for a walk and it feels great, or a hike and it feels great, you were connected in. We're the same resonance, that Schumann resonance of the Earth. Ours is supposed to be identical to it, but when your energies get off, you aren't. So you can be walking around and it just hurts your body, and you can't, and it didn't feel good. So this is a simple thing to do. Okay, first, I hope you can all see me. I'm going to come up. Can you see me, Carrie? Good. I would say massage on the top of your feet, right in between where the toes are, but back up on top of the foot. So in between, come in between the toes, and then bring your finger up on the foot, and you push there. You might find it really hurts. Does it? Yeah. Good. Carrie's saying yes. How about you, Dondi?
Yes, mine always hurts.
How about you, David? They're all saying yes. Well, then they haven't been following my orders. So now go to the next toe, in between the next two toes. And what you're doing is you're massaging your gait reflexes, which means that when you walk, if you're really connected to planet Earth, your gaits get released, and all the energy, toxic energy, goes off into the earth, and it's just good fertilizer for the earth. So this is really, really good to do. You want that cleared. Okay, I'm going to get my other foot, do the same thing in between the first and second toes, and then the next toes. Okay, all right, and you could just pull it off your toes, especially if you've had any too much cold in your toes lately. Pull it off your toes. All right, and then make sure you have a stainless steel spoon in your kitchen. Okay, do not use a silver spoon. It won't work. It's got to be a stainless steel spoon, because I'm going to go ahead and take my sock off. If you take a stainless steel spoon and spoon it, whoa, suddenly the nerves in your body just align, and you are aligned to the earth, so that the energies of your own body get released into the earth, and then you pull up energies from the earth that nurture you. You can also do a figure 8 on your foot, which is really excellent. A figure 8. What figure 8 energy does is it combines, it helps all the energy systems cooperate with each other. So it's a really good thing to do. I'll do it on my other foot now. First, I'm just spooning it, but then I thought, oh, a figure 8, I'll do that. But it's really, really, really good for you. So I like to say, don't leave home without your spoon. Okay, right. Okay, here's a good one to do. Get some water. If you get the chills, and need to warm up, have you ever found yourself just doing this without even thinking twice? That's because you're rubbing up and down triple warmer that governs the body temperature in your body. So it's a very good thing just to hold on to your arms like this, take a couple of deep breaths, and then up and down again. It's very, very, very good. Okay. All right, let's see. If you're having any difficulties between your small intestine and large intestine with, just digestion, or if you've gotten inflamed in your tummy or anything like that, take your fingers just right in front of the hip bone. Okay, one side is the ileocecal valve, and on the other side it's the Houston valve, and you want them both open so that information and energy can travel easily between the small and large intestine. Push your fingers in deep, take a deep breath in, and drag them up and shake it off. about 3 times. And then the last time, just take your thumbs and go down. Okay, that's the ileocecal valve and the Houston valve. Very, very good for any kind of digestive stuff going on. All right. All right. Now I'm going to get my socks back on. I think that, you know what that means. If I have to get my socks back on, I've got to get the temperature, heat temperature down to my toes. So I'm gonna pull my toes out. Have you ever uncurled your toes? When you sit in the bathtub or something, uncurl your toes. Keep pulling them off. You have meridians that come off of each of the toes, and you want that energy to really, really work. So pull it off. See, just holding my toes and then pulling them off, my feet feel warmer, because that's exactly what happens. The cool immediately goes up, and the warmth comes down, and that's how you want your circulation to work.
Mom, can I ask you a couple
Yes.
of questions?
Yes.
that have Come in. Great.
Yes.
I'm going to sit here with you on the couch. All right. So a couple of things, you know, that people are having a lot of trouble with taste and smell.
Okay.
And I know you've talked about different things like the vagus nerve being involved, but do you want to talk a little bit about taste and smell? I know that there aren't easy techniques. People might need to find a practitioner
Well,
for
no.
this.
Okay, I'm
but-
going to give you some things for taste and smell. And I want to say that what Dondi's talking about is because our bodies are all so different that for a lot of people, just going to the end of large intestine meridian, I'll show you how the meridian goes. Let's see. My fingers are on top of the pointer finger. I'm going straight up the neck to beneath the nose and out to the flare of the nose. I'm going to go on the other side. It goes right underneath the nose and out to the flare of the nose. That has a lot to do with your smell. And so sometimes people need to flush that meridian a lot, which means to go backwards on it once and then forward 3 times. That begins to affect it. Another way is to just go underneath, like just when I was a little girl and I had nosebleeds, I'd put a piece of tissue under my nose so it would hold that point out and the nosebleed would stop. So, but you could, you know, sometimes you rub underneath your nose like that. That's actually really good to turn on the smellers. Okay, so that might do it for you. For some people, it has to do with stomach meridian, which stomach and spleen are considered earth meridians. So all of the ways we are connected to planet Earth have to do with stomach and spleen. So if you can take your thumbs and put it underneath your cheekbones, and then your finger, this point with push there, but make it soft on your forehead. And just sit that way and breathe deeply. Now I'm going to tell you what that just happened to me when I did that. I made saliva in my mouth, and that has a lot to do with taste. So I know that just affected my taste buds. And stomach, it's considered that stomach and heart affect that. Stomach meridian and heart. So this is stomach meridian, holding right there, and your fingers on the forehead. They're both stomach, actually. So that's really good. If if it's not enough, do it every day though. You want to, you've got, why this is important for you to continue on to do these things is because the body, when you get shocked like that, it will hold on to new habits that help you survive. So if your back brain, if your triple warmer said, ooh, you could die, that's how bad it is, then it doesn't let go of the habits it took. And smelling and taste at that time is not a high priority. And then it holds on to the habit and it doesn't let go. So you want to change the habit. So this might do it, but you might need to go you might need to learn a little bit, take a class on and learn the meridians, but you could get a practitioner who could show you all about, I can show you stomach meridian, but this might be enough. A heart, I'm going to show you heart in case, if you put your hand right underneath the armpit and go off the baby finger and then twist it at the end, twist your baby finger before it comes off. And then on this side, off the baby finger. I mean, that affects your tongue. Okay, that affects your tongue and your taste buds. But probably it's going to be a combination of heart and stomach. When I had long haul, when I had long haul, I was surprised that sometimes the techniques that I knew would take things away weren't enough, and I had to combine because the body is a whole package. And so I had to combine things like heart and stomach together. And I really, the only thing my mouth wanted to taste was tempura shrimp when I was the only thing, and everything else had an awful taste. So I know this, but let's see, what else can I share, Dondi?
Mom, can you repeat those things again? The 2 meridians you did, this technique, and just do it one more time for people.
Yes, I know it can be overwhelming. I know it can be overwhelming. All right, underneath your cheekbones, you're on stomach meridian, but you're actually affecting both small intestine and stomach, because small intestine comes up here on your face like this. So the main one is stomach. It's on stomach meridian that goes like down your face. So you're a stomach meridian, you're pushing, and then you're putting your fingers on something called the main neurovasculars, which helps circulation and helps lift you up out of stress. So if you push hard there, but hold this soft, okay, that will affect both your smeller and your taste buds. Smeller and your taste buds, but don't stop. I stopped quickly. You want to hold them at least 3 minutes, okay, at a time. Just sit and hold for about 3 minutes. Also, the ones that I did before was on large intestine. Large intestine starts at the pointer finger and comes up underneath the nose and out to the flare of the nose. That's very, very good for opening your smeller. You can also just really rub back and forth underneath your nose and make your nose itch, is very good.
Show heart meridian one more time.
Heart meridian, start underneath the armpits and goes, you're just right in line with the baby finger, and it goes off the baby finger and pinch it or twist it at the end. Okay. I should tell you, I've got a great heart story if you'd like to hear it. I will, I'll tell you really quick so you can hear how important that is, that twisting. 30 years ago, I was teaching a class, and the class had just begun, and there wasn't a stage, but everybody was crammed into a very small room and not enough room. And suddenly, I couldn't see over everybody's head. And suddenly you heard a thud, somebody had fallen, and everybody was trying to get back to see what was going on, but nobody could really get, it was just too crowded. I got up on a chair, and I saw who was down. I was going to rush to help, but a boy who was in the class, who was 16, who said he didn't know what he was doing later, but he just walked. I always thought it was standing on the chair. It looked like the Red Sea parted, and he walked through. I was teaching in the back room of a church, so the Red Sea parted, and he walked through, and he picked up the man's fingers and he put them in his mouth and bit him, like that. That's the end of heart meridian. And when he bit him, the man bounced off the floor, and his heart started beating, and he probably saved his life. He'd had a major heart attack. So, so the body has natural ways of healing us, and I think they're the best. They're just the best. So let's see. Let me take a breath and figure out where I want to go.
And if you need to finish up, that's okay too. It's up to you. You're going on 1 hour now.
Okay, I want to see if I wrote anything else that I didn't want to forget. I want to say, wait a minute. many of you know the daily energy routine. I'm just thinking maybe I should go through it at the end here, because it is the exercises that we pull together, that if you do them together, it gets everything balanced in your body. Energy's flowing and balanced, and you get out of stress and you start building habits. You want to start building habits. It's not just about doing the points now and that's it. You want to build some habits because you've been hit by a hurricane or an earthquake. Your body's really needs to have some tender, loving care. And so let's see if I remember exactly how it goes. First is yes, this is the one we did before, is very, very good. The first thing you want to do is to get your energies crossing over. I'll show you another way beyond just crossing over this way. You can hit the opposite knee and make sure that your energies are crossing over. Okay. Okay, now you're going to tap. You're going to tap on your cheekbones. This helps the energy go down your body and ground to planet Earth. And breathe and notice if your fingers hurt. I mean, not your fingers, if your cheekbones hurt, then you really need it. And then go down to your collarbone, underneath your collarbone. That's K27, the 27 point on kidney meridian. And now you're going to thump your thymus, and it just occurs to me, when you thump your thymus, you're also thumping your what is this called? No. I just taught it a little while ago. Your sternum bone. You're also thumping that, which is really, really good for your lungs. But this is so important for your immune system, to thump your thymus. In fact, I just read something a couple of days ago. I don't know if it was New York Times or where it was I read, but they had done some studying on what it does to just clap your chest. It makes mucus break up. So you can tap with your fingers, you can clap it, do it all. And then thump your spleen points on the side, because that helps your body metabolize. And especially if you have any allergies inside of you or carrying stress inside of you, you want that stuff to move out. So tap your spleen points. All right, what comes next, Dondi?
You have crossover shoulder pull.
Yeah.
The cross crawl.
Yeah.
Wayne Cook posture.
Okay, this is maybe my favorite. Okay, the Wayne Cook posture is named for Wayne Cook, who died a long, long time ago, but he figured out how to hook all the meridians up at one time and straighten things out. So this is fabulous if you are feeling scrambled or overwhelmed or crazed and you can't think and it's an awful day. Do this one, okay? And I'm going to have one of you stand up on the side and do it. If you cannot get up from your chair, if you can't put your legs over one the other, this is an easier way. But if you can, put your right foot over your left knee and put your left hand around your ankle and your right hand around the bottom of your feet. If you cannot do that,
you want to talk?
Yes, you're gonna reach your arms out in front of you and put one arm over the other and turn the hands toward each other and lock your little fingers together and pull up the front of your body, okay? And you're going to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. This straightens out your energies in this miraculous way. And I will tell you, just keep breathing as I talk, is that when I was very sick, and when I was between 16 and 31, I had multiple sclerosis. And I had to unscramble my force fields for anything to work. And that's what this does. So now put your left over your right knee, your right hand around your ankle and left hand's around your bottom of your feet, and breathe into your nose. And when I breathe in, I kind of pull my legs up and lift my body up and let go. This is really good for circulation, but it just unscrambles things. Energy tends to get like traffic. It bottlenecks in different places. And this gets you out of the bottlenecks. One more time. Put your legs down. And now put your fingers like this in a kind of cathedral position. How are we doing it? Yeah. And your thumb to your third eye. And do the same breathing. By the way, I'll say, if you would prefer, you can also come down to your heart chakra. That tends to work as well. Either way. But I like to end at the forehead. And I'll tell you why. Because when you let your breath out, you're going to collapse your fingers into your forehead, push in hard and pull out. And you're going to do the crown pull we did before. Push in and pull out. And now go across the top of your head, pushing in, pulling out, making space in your head. You want all that energy to travel. I'll tell you another thing that this does. I mean, for years, I thought, well, why do I think that the lymph is traveling in the head when science said it did not? It was just in the body. And then about 5 or 6 years ago, they found lymph in the brain. And I mean, of course there is, and it makes everything start to go. And then when you get to the back of your head, push in and pull apart all the way down. And then just come down to your heart chakra. Now what's next, Dondi? Connect. I love this. I love this. You're going to rub your hands together and shake them off. This is a way to make space in your body by stretching. Okay, so you're gonna start in a sort of prayerful position, and you're going to stretch up to the heavens and flatten your hand, look up, flatten your other hand down, and hold your breath. And then you let your breath out and come back down to this prayerful position. Go to the other side. And when you do this, you do so much more than just stretching. You stretch your liver meridian, you stretch spleen meridian, and then come back down. I'm going to do it again. If you go the second time, if you go in front, you stretch stomach and central meridian, and come back down, and all of that is just excellent. And then bend over, okay? Bend over at the end. If you need, just sit on the couch or sit on your chair and just reach and just hang. And then take 2 deep breaths here. Now make a figure 8 down by your toes, and figure 8 all the way up your body. All the way up your body. This is really, really good for your aura. And then just slowly put it down. Okay?
Zip up and hook up.
Zip up. Zip up is this. I'm looking at my husband, and I can see, I think he needs it. We're going to check him out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have David hold your hand flat. I'm going to push down towards your groin. So he loses it. And he looked like he was losing it in the chair sitting over there. So what he's going to do is he's going to just, okay, your energies are electromagnetic. So are the energies on your body. So when you move a meridian, the energy follows you. So he's going to go all the way up to the bottom lip. Do it a second time, David. Let's see if you got strong. Now hold. I am really pushing hard now. I mean, it works. It'll work for everybody. You don't need me to do it to you. Everybody, it'll work for. Now, I'm going to say governing meridian. It goes up the spine. So if you trace up the back, if you can't, you just trace up to the place where you can trace up, and then use your mind to think it up to the rest of it. Go up over the head, over the nose, to the top lip. Okay, David, do it. And when you do, like, you can turn around now, and you may, and we're going to check him since he was so weak on central meridian. I'm going to check you on something else. Hold. All right, it's very strong. Now I'm going to smash his nose. What happens for those souls who live up in their head a lot? They come disconnected with their body more. And so you want to put one finger in your belly button and one finger at your third eye, push in and pull them both up. This really hooks up central and governing, and it actually hooks them up at the back of your throat. And that would probably be very, very good for your taste buds too. You want that energy staying connected up, and you will feel more whole, and you will be more whole. This is actually very good for anybody who has seizures or anything like that. It will bring you back to yourself, and your nervous system is in flux again. Let me see, I'm going to smash his nose. The reason why I smashed his nose is governing meridian goes up over the shoulder, over the nose, and then connects at the back of the throat. So I smashed his nose because I knew his energy stopped at his brain. so now I'm going to go, okay. All right, healed, David, you're healed. Okay. Well, thank you. This has been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
And for all of you who have never seen the daily energy routine before, let's step up a little bit more, Mom. That is a routine. I'm going to take this so we can both speak into it. That Mom created years ago that she saw was good for everybody across the world. We have hundreds and hundreds of techniques, but these techniques in the daily energy routine help most people most of the time, and especially for COVID. And I want to say for long haul, Mom, as we finish up here, you have told me what you see when you see people who are in long haul COVID, that they are homolateral. They are. And you have, that's your first step. Get your energies crossing over. Do the daily energy routine. Mom was asking me what's in it because we have many, many variations on it. And we want to teach you the official routine.
That's the official.
And you can find that on YouTube very easily. Type in the official routine, and then you'll add your own exercises.
I want to say, you know, when I had long haul from sepsis a few years back, and I would try to walk, I couldn't walk any distance. I couldn't walk down my hallway. And they said, but I'm over it. And I thought, how could I be over it when I can't walk? And what I found, and this is the reason why I've added this lower part of crossing energies over right here at, let's see if I can show it on somebody's body, right here at the waist, right in there. It would hurt so bad when I'd walk, and I'd realize, well, that's large intestine meridian. And it also comes out from the Mingmen point right on the other side of your belly button.
Show the Mingmen.
Where's your belly? There it is. Is that it?
I have a really low belly button, I guess.
Okay, well, anyway, there's your Mingmen and there's your belly button, and they're just right across from each other. And so I had to pull my energy around, and my husband, he will still do this for me. He gives me a little balancing in the morning, and boy, when I was having real trouble walking, he would pull that energy around my body very strongly and to loosen it up. So that's where that one comes from, of crossing over down below.
So the key here, as we finish up and say farewell for now, the key is to do these exercises. As Mom said, you're changing habits in your body. With long haul, you went into the habit of homolateral. Some of the other things she mentioned, triple warmer.
The energy goes backwards and doesn't go forward, and you don't hook up to planet Earth, so that you can't even enjoy a great walk. But once you hook up, go put your feet in dirt.
Okay. And thank you, everybody. We will be putting this live. We're live with you right now, but we will be putting this as a recording onto YouTube and I think Facebook, right, Carrie? So you'll be able to find it. You can share it with your friends. come to our website at edenmethod.com. We have more free classes there.
Dundee, where do they find the daily energy routine?
The official daily energy routine that we just did is on YouTube, and you can go to YouTube and type in Donna Eden official daily energy routine, and it will come up.
And there's one more thing. For years, we either me or Dondi or Tanya, sometimes David, would do one exercise on Wednesday, and we called it the Wednesday day.
Wednesday Energy Minutes.
The Wednesday Energy Minutes.
And they are on YouTube. We still do those. And what Mom meant was we were doing them all over the world in different locations until COVID hit. So now you might see us more in Southern California doing them.
Or in our own house. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank
I want you to be well. So carry on.
Thank you, everybody. You've got healing in your hands. So use those hands. We're so happy you have been with us today. Thank you. Thank you. I know Mom is so happy to share this with you. And we'll see you again soon, everyone.
That's
Bye-bye.
my reason for being, other than being a mom.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.